here to change your worldview. Welcome to the 365 vlog. Let's go. Hello people, today is September 27, 2016, day 272 of the 365 vlog, and that was way too many twos. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about PC culture. Why do I bring up PC culture? Because I feel like it's in everything that is in social media or that is in the news nowadays, and that is everything needing to be PC. Those of you that do not know, PC basically means politically correct and trying to make the world, I guess, a better place through shortchanging microaggressions, racist behavior, improper calling of people, and the list goes on and on. At that point, I think all around PC culture is good in that sense to somewhat correct some behaviors that are definitely not correct with the world. But I think to a point, and the point is where people really get offended at every little thing. Like if there's an issue about anything, no matter how minute, little it is, there will be someone who will get offended by it. And I think more so it's not collectively the people who are offended, and it may not even be the people that it's supposed to be offensive to. It could be just the people who are in the vocal minority who feel offended themselves. And the crazy part is, right, a lot of like journalistic websites, or whatever news websites are actually going to just come out and just pose out like something that happened, like for example with the Milana thing and the Disney thing, saying that it was racist and that it should be pulled from the shelves or whatever. I don't know how I feel about that whole thing. I mean, maybe it was in poor taste of them or whatever, but I don't think it was like to the level of like, oh, we should get really upset. I wonder though, like before social media was a thing, did everyone used to feel this way? Or is that just added to like the anonymous nature of the internet, that people are allowed to just like feel this certain way and display their feelings? Whether they be true or not, that's up to them, I guess. But I think there's like somewhat a problem of just always being offended. I think to some degree there needs to be some thick-skinnedness and understanding to yourself that unless this is like some big scale shit, some things just don't need the attention that they get. Every little microaggression, every little thing. Like one thing I can say that definitely needs like correcting is definitely people who say, I guess maybe like slurs at each other. That's something that needs to be corrected, because people need not say slurs to each other, especially in a way that's demeaning or harmful, regardless if it's friendly or not or whatever. But it's just good to get it out, because I think at some point it does hurt the person or persons, whether or not they're in your circle or maybe in your circle and you don't know. These words do affect people. That's why, again, I say like in its ideal, the idea of PC culture to correct certain behaviors is definitely good, but I think the over and hypersensitivity towards a lot of issues, or at least what I see to be a lot of issues, maybe they're not issues either, are brought to the forefront. And this brings up another problem with this. Because the vocal minority of the group, whoever's complaining, is definitely louder than the people who are in the majority, they will get the most attention in terms of like being offended or used as examples of people who are offended at certain things. You can even look at like people talking about Luke Cage and all this stuff being like racist and whatnot. I know it's in the future or whatever, but nonetheless, people talking about that in a way that's just like they're offended for that, and there's no reason to be. And there's obvious reasons for that. I'm not going to go into it in this video. I'm a little bit torn on this subject when it comes to PC culture, because part of me says that I don't really believe in being PC. Like, I believe that some things, even if they're said, I don't believe they're all harmful. But then at some other point of me, it's like some of them may be harmful, especially from the people who are in my life, who I know like correct my behaviors. And I think it's good in that sense, but in another sense it also feels a little bit restricting, because it's hard to express yourself fully, I guess, but those behaviors are wrong. And see, that therein lies my like confliction. It comes to points where I'm policing myself and like how I'm talking, like I'm actively changing my thought process, and maybe that is the whole point of this all. But I wonder if it's good to an end, if you're constantly censoring yourself, and does that mean you're not your real you? or all of these things. Oh man, this is a long-winded subject because it's tough, right? You're constantly trying to be in a world where you always have to check what you say, how you say it, and always is corrected, especially by people who feel offended or wrong or want to correct that behavior. It becomes hard at some point, and I guess suffocating to people in a world, especially like people who lived, I guess, before PC culture was like very dominant, like older people who can't really always be politically correct, and they get stifled and get told that they're telling things wrong, but that doesn't really faze them because they're not in this current generation of PC culture, so it doesn't really bother them as much. But I guess it's someone else who may have also grown up in the transitioning phase but now is more so dominant in it, because I guess it would be like younger people, millennials, or whatever you want to call them, are the people who are controlling this idea of what PC is and what it isn't, and that's why it becomes hard at the end of the day. I'm gonna come back to this actually is bothering me. I'll put a note on this video. Anyways, yeah guys, that's pretty much all I have for you today. Note, if anybody's watching this video, that I know this is not directed at you in any type of way. I just had to like let out my thoughts about like what PC culture is. Not directed at you, just my thoughts. If you made it to the end of this video, don't hesitate to hit the like button, and if it's your first time seeing my face, don't forget to subscribe for more. So tell me guys, what do you think about PC culture in its entirety, what I rambled on about? Tell me in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Guys, I'm Vandal. Don't forget to keep it 365, and I will talk to you next time with another video. Peace. Bye. But really though, when I was watching the debate, at the end of it all, I was just really bored. I don't feel like it was enjoyable, or it was thought-provoking, or it got really questions, answers. All people saw who definitely maybe were undecided saw